We have the NXT Championship match. Shinsuke Nakamura, the champion, versus Samoa Joe at NXT TAKEOVER Toronto. And I tried doing one earlier, and for some reason, it just was not working out. And so we have to restart the match and figure out what the hell was wrong. So we're going to see if this works out better this time. So the match is about to start. I'm not really sure what happened at the beginning of the match. The first time around, I got a couple minutes into it, and then that's where it went. So now we're starting over, and here we go. Now Samoa Joe chopping away at Shinsuke Nakamura, and they're kicking each other. Joe got in a nice kick on Shinsuke Nakamura there. And Samoa Joe is dominating Samoa Joe at the moment. And Joe and Nakamura are going back and forth, bear hugging each other. Interesting. So now, what is going on? What is that? I don't know why it says that over there. I'm live. The internet can totally see me now. Okay. But why the time up there isn't right? Anyways, okay, so Samoa Joe and Nakamura. Oh, Nakamura hits Samoa Joe with a nasty knee. He takes him down to the ground. He does a knee to the head of Samoa Joe. Nakamura brutally beating Joe right now. Putting the boot in the throat of Joe, and he's shaking, going all crazy, and Joe is getting a mud hole stomped in him. Wow. And Joe is outside the ring. Oh, a chop to Shinsuke from Joe. Joe knees him in the gut, rams him up against the bar. No, Samoa Joe gets his head rammed into the barricade instead, and Nakamura with the big boot to the cranium dome piece of Nakamura, taking him over the barricade, and they're fighting outside of the they're fighting outside in the crowd now. It has gone crazy. Nakamura and Joe are just brutally beating each other down right now. It is going crazy. Oh, Samoa Joe dumps Joe into the barricade. Oh no, over the barricade. I thought he threw him into the barricade. Samoa Joe gets tossed back in the ring by Shinsuke Nakamura. Oh, that entrance was badass with all the violins. The crowd was going nuts. It was like mad violins. It was pretty awesome. Samoa Joe reverses Shinsuke into the corner, and he does a big blap bloop, and he does a freaking jumping reverse head kick. Crazy agility for a guy Samoa Joe's size to be able to jump in the air and twist his body and kick a guy in the head just like that. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below and be amazing. This is a live stream of my full reaction to the full match of the championship fight match of Samoa Joe versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Just got the live streaming capabilities back, so we're doing some live streaming now again. And now Joe is getting, a knee to the head. You don't see that in combat sports in the UFC or Bellator. He just kneed Joe in the head. Shinsuke with a knee to the gut, chest area of Samoa Joe. Nakamura has Joe in the corner. Oh, he eats a big boot from Big Joe. Samoa Joe with a big boot. Shinsuke goes again, and he gets grabbed by one arm and slammed down to the mat head first. Samoa Joe destroying Shinsuke now, making a comeback and slowing things down. Rocking him. Oh, and he's punching him. Samoa Joe, he rocks Shinsuke with a back elbow, and then a chop to the back and a boot to the chest. And a spinning elbow on the ground. Going for the 1-2, new champ. No. Shinsuke kicks out. Do you like the cup? The skull. Halloween. Whatnot. Keep it out year round. Oh, a knee to the gut, another knee to the gut, and another knee to the gut of Samoa Joe by Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura grabs him up. Joe grabs him up, and he tied up the knees and dropped them down on his knees first. That was innovative. I don't recall seeing that one before. That was pretty awesome by Samoa Joe on Shinsuke Nakamura. Samoa Joe. With a kick to the thigh. Another kick to the thigh of Shinsuke. Joe just did some kind of crazy reversal, and he's got a leg lock, a nice knee bar lock onto Shinsuke, trying to make him submit after roughing up his knees. He's taken out the legs of Shinsuke. If Shinsuke doesn't have his legs, he's not able to run over and knock out Samoa Joe with the Casanara. Can Joe make him tap out? Can Shinsuke get to the ropes? Is he going to be able to break out? Shinsuke's got his foot on Joe's butt, and he pushes out through with a good leg. And back again with a bad leg. Joe kicks Nakamura's legs out from underneath him again. This is crazy. Samoa Joe taking it to Nakamura. Joe has turned the tide. Straight elbow to the top of the head of Shinsuke. You won't be seeing that in the UFC. They do not allow elbows to the top of the cranium. Samoa Joe taking the leg, going for a leg crank. It kind of looks like Walls of Jericho in a way, but not going over. It's kind of like a crab. Twisting the ankle and the knee of Shinsuke, hanging him upside down. That look like that hurts. Twisting the knee up. Taking out Shinsuke's legs. But he's only doing it to one leg. Shinsuke using the leg that's not twisted up and kicking Joe in the chest, and then he kicks him in the side of the ear, and Joe has to let go as his bell got rung. Shinsuke trying to come back, and Joe dumps him out to the outside, and Joe goes flying through the ropes, and he clobbers him. He just flattened him like a pancake, getting squished down by a spatula. That was brutal, Joe. That was rough. Man. And Joe pulling out the steel chair, the steel stairs, and he flips off the top, exposing the middle of it. He ducks in the rope, and he ducks under the bottom rope for a moment, and now he's got Shinsuke. He's grabbing him by his hair, dragging him backwards, and he yells something at him, and he's getting ready to suplex him. Oh no, Shinsuke blocking it, and elbowing Joe. Joe lets go. Shinsuke ends up eating a knee to the head as he runs at Joe. Nakamura getting brutalized by Joe in this match. The crowd chanting with the referee of the count. And he tossed Nakamura back in the ring. I thought we were going to see Samoa Joe do something to him on there. As we'd have to wait till later on. What is going to happen with those steel stairs being exposed like that? Being left there. He smacked him in the back of the head. Twisting Nakamura's head and picking him up. He hits him with a forearm. Another forearm. Boom, and another one. That was 3 forearms in a row to the head of Nakamura. Nakamura hits him in the chest, and he ducks it. He hits him with a spinning back heel kick, taking down Joe. Joe goes down. Joe goes down. Samoa Joe getting some time to recover now after taking a beating. Nakamura getting to recover. Can he recharge those batteries and come back like a Super Saiyan? Oh, when he does, and he gets him with a single leg dropkick, flying in the air like 10 feet, and then coming down and connecting with Samoa Joe. And he knees him in the gut, knees him in the chest, knees him in the head, and then he kicks him in the chest and the throat. The champion taking out Joe. Joe grabs the leg, and he was going to do something to him, but Nakamura kicked him with the good leg right in the freaking eyeball. And he runs up and he elbows him in the head. He picks up Samoa Joe. He's got Joe up on the top rope. Oh, so Nakamura rolls backwards, and he does a pose, and he goes, oh, a flying knee to Joe as he was draped over the top rope. And Nakamura going for the 1, 2, no, Joe kicks out. That is not going to be enough to keep down Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe was a wrecking machine. It's going to take a lot more than that by Nakamura to keep him down. Oh, a knee to the rib cage as Joe is on his hands and knees. Nakamura brutally beating Joe now. The tide has turned. This is the second time that Nakamura has been in control of the fight. Joe had it earlier. Now Nakamura has him in a guillotine chokehold while Joe is on his feet and Nakamura is hanging over him. Has a gruesome guillotine choke onto him. Oh, Samoa Joe scoop slams him and slams him down and gets out of it. That's one way to get out of it. Oh, an atomic drop by Samoa Joe and a big boot to the head of Nakamura. And he does a flapjack. A sauce, they call it a swanton. I call it flapjack onto Nakamura. But I mean, it makes sense. The swanton, the flapjack is when you pick up a guy and you slam him on his belly. Samoa Joe ran and landed on his back onto Samoa Joe's chest. I mean, on Nakamura's chest. He ran and landed his own back on his own stomach. Oh, picking him up for a powerbomb. Samoa Joe powerbombs Nakamura. Goes for the 1, 2. Nakamura kicks out. He switches over and he gets him into a Boston Crab. That's a pretty high Boston Crab, too. Very interesting the way he's got that gripped. And then he lets him down. He spins over. And now he's got him in the STFU now. Wow. That's very interesting. See Samoa Joe do John Cena's move to Nakamura. Is that a sign of things? Oh, and now he's got the crossface on him. I know he didn't invent it, but yeah, I was like, is that a sign that he wants to fight John Cena? Sending a message to him. He's got him in the crossface now. Nakamura, look, oh, he reverses into a pinfall, and Joe lets it go. Nakamura into an armbar. He's going for the armbar now. He's pinning Nakamura now. Nakamura lets go of the armbar attempt. Oh, a flip over, a power slam by Joe. Oh, he almost pinned Nakamura. Nakamura got out of it. A lot of back and forth action here. Really intense. Now Samoa Joe thinking of what to do next to Nakamura. Shinsuke. What Nakamura getting up to his feet. Samoa Joe running at him. Oh, and Nakamura hits him with the double boots. Samoa Joe somehow with the hit him with a spinning back kick. Nakamura was on the top rope, and Samoa Joe somehow jumped up and flipped himself in the air and kicked him in the head. Nakamura now kicks him in the head as Samoa Joe is coming for him. So much action. Oh, a running knee as Joe had his body hanging outside the apron, outside the ring, or out of the apron, or some shit. It's just crazy.
He was draped over the apron.
Yeah, right. It is, like, so crazy. Oh, a flying knee off the top rope to Joe from Nakamura. Nakamura taking him down. That was brutal. Nakamura landed on his head, too. He hit him with that knee and his head snapped down when he hit that knee. That was pretty nasty. What? Crazy. Samoa Joe getting back to his feet. Nakamura too. Joe hits him with a forearm. Nakamura hits him with a forearm, and they're trading forearms back and forth. Oh, another Joe hitting Nakamura with multiple strikes as Nakamura blocks some of them, and now Nakamura coming back with lefts and rights and knees and kicked him in the gut. Oh, a punch to the throat and a punch to the forehead and a elbow to the chin of Samoa Joe. Nakamura back in control of the match again. The tide keeps on turning back and forth between these two men. Who is going to come out as the NXT champion? Is it going to be Ann Still? What is Nakamura doing? It looked like he's going to pick him up and Nakamura was thinking that inverted exploder, but didn't get it. Joe gets out of it. He was going for a suplex. Oh my god, that was a vicious suplex. Wow. Shinsuke suplexes Samoa Joe. Wow. That took a lot out of both men. Nakamura running at Joe and he misses. Oh, Joe moved out the way. Nakamura runs knee first into the second turnbuckle. He goes for a pinfall. Nakamura reverses out of it. Joe throws himself to the ground and with his whole body taking out Nakamura's knees. And he goes and he picks up Nakamura by his hair. He grabs him and he slams him headfirst into the turn. No, he didn't. I thought he was going to slam him headfirst in the turnbuckle. Is he going for it? He's going for the muscle buster. He's going for the muscle buster on Nakamura. Gets out of the muscle buster. Oh my god. What? He rolled out of it. He goes at a Kinsiara. He hit him with a Casanara. 1, 2. Joe kicks out of it. It was a sloppy cover by Nakamura. Nakamura was laid up on his back on top of Joe without really covering him. He just had his body draped on top of his. Not a real good pinfall cover by Nakamura. Wow. NXT, NXT. This is awesome. These guys are beating each other down. A really fun match. Nakamura going for it again. Joe reverses out of it. Joe going for the sleeper hold. The Kohina clutch. He was going for another Kinshasa. Kishinara. A quiche. He's going for the quiche knee. No. Oh, he's got the chokehold in on him, the sleeper hold. He got the cocaine clutch on him. It's not a cocaine clutch, it's a Kohina clutch. What? Oh, Nakamura pushing Joe up into the turnbuckle, trying to fight out of it, trying to find some way to get out of it. Samoa Joe choke at the... oh my god, Nakamura trying to fight out of it. Nakamura gets out of it. Joe with a suplex to Nakamura. And he's got it locked up like, oh no. And he, oh my god, the German suplex with the... he's doing all kinds of different suplexes. Oh my god, another one. Oh, and he got a 2 count, almost a 3. He went with 3 different types of suplexes. I don't know how Nakamura got out of that. That was crazy. Wow. Nakamura taking a beating. Wow. Joe has a cut on his eye, like right up in here somewhere, in his face, like right up in here somewhere. He's got a cut. There's blood dripping out his face now. Okay, it's on this. It feels like a mirror. I believe it's on the side of his face, yeah. And Joe is standing up. He's screaming. He's got Nakamura by his hair, and he's yelling at him, looking at him intensely. Oh, and he misses a vicious clothesline. Nakamura with a Casanara to the back of the head of Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe is right by the exposed steel steps. Samoa Joe out cold? No, he popped up some. The referee thought he was knocked out cold. Nakamura's legs still bothering him, and here comes Nakamura outside. He wants to hit Joe again. He wants to get him with a Castanada. Oh, and he kicks him in the nuts. He kicked him in the family jewels, the marbles. Nakamura got damaged by Joe. I don't know if he can. Oh my god, he slammed him back first onto the steel steps. And he throws in Nakamura into the ring. Samoa Joe kicks Nakamura in the balls, and then he slams him back first, spine first, on the steel steps, and he's going for the muscle buster. Oh my god, Samoa Joe. Boom! Muscle buster! One, two, three. Oh my god, Samoa Joe regains the NXT Championship. He is once again the NXT Champion. Wow, I was not expecting that. I did not think that Samoa Joe was going to regain the NXT Championship from Shinsuke Nakamura. That was a shocking turn of events. I did not see him winning the title again. I am shocked, and the crowd is shocked as well. This king of strong style has fallen to Samoa Joe in the title match. What will happen next time? Is Nakamura going to get a title? Is he going to get a rematch? Is he going to go on to SmackDown or Raw? What's going to happen with Nakamura now that he is no longer the NXT champion? So many questions to be answered and asked. Now the Samoa Joe is now once again the NXT champion. Who is Nakamura going to get a rematch? Is Samoa Joe going to defend against the likes of Bobby Roode or somebody else? You know, like, what is going to happen now? This is crazy. I was not expecting that. But Samoa Joe was awesome. I am glad that he won, but I wanted Nakamura to keep the belt more than Samoa Joe, to be honest. I did not see this coming at all. Wow, this is huge. He has the title upside down, by the way. So let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section down below. What you thought of the full match reaction, the live commentary, the live streaming. If you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button down below. Share the video, hit that like button. Thanks for watching. What a night of fights. We will be coming to you soon with UFC and Bellator fights. Thanks for watching.